Man, as followers of Christ, on this walk, on this journey, bro, we gotta take the Great Commission most serious as followers of Christ, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what the Great Commission is, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna hop into Matthew, the book of Matthew, go to chapter 28. What the Great Commission is, it was Jesus' final instruction, his final instructions to his followers. He was commanding them to go, spread his teachings and spread the good news. In Matthew 28:19, it says, "Therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you." That's Christ right there telling us what to do. He gave us a command. As followers of Christ, we got to obey what Jesus commanded us. He gave us a command. We got to obey it because, we're following him. We're being obedient to Christ, so we're going to follow what he tells us. And he tells us to go out there and spread the good news, and spread the gospel, and spread his teachings so more can be saved because he obviously ascended into heaven. He ascended to his throne, on the right hand of the throne. So now it's up to us as his followers to go and do the work. And that's the serious command he gave us. That's the responsibility that he gave us, that we have as his followers, as his disciples, to go out there and spread the good news. Because how else people go get to know Christ? How else people get to be saved? How can you go and save your family, your friends? How can you save strangers, people who don't even know Christ? How we go save them if we don't go and be obedient to what Christ was doing, to go out and do the work? We got to go out and do the work. Because a lot of us, we too laid back, lax, and keep it for ourselves, man. That's selfish. Who are we to be selfish? But we got a mighty God who loves us all, and we got to go out and spread that. You know what I'm saying? And we got to just take that most serious, just as followers. Because it's serious, bro. That's saving somebody from eternity of hell. You know what I'm saying? Eternity without Christ. That's letting somebody know true love, bringing them to the Father. Bringing them one who is love. You know what I'm saying? Bringing somebody who can give them peace. And even it can start in your small circle. Like you say you love your friends, you love your family, but you can't even go tell them about Christ. So it's like we gotta be just more serious about the Great Commission and more obedient to what God has commanded us to do, to what Jesus Christ has commanded us to do. And then speaking of that, I'm gonna go over to Romans 10. And in Romans 10, this is what Paul was saying in verse 14. He says, "How then can they call on the one they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone preaching to them? And how can anyone preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news." And you hear that here, we're saying, pretty much saying, like, how can people go and follow Christ if they never hear about it? How can they go and believe in God if nobody ever go and preach it to them? So yeah, man, it's like, how can people be saved if we don't be obedient to what Jesus Christ already told us and go and spread the good news, which he already told us to do, what he already commanded us to do, which is his final instructions that he gave us, that he gave us followers, which we are his followers, to go and do the work. So it's like, man, we got to just take that more serious now, take it more serious. A lot of us that just laid back and we keep it for ourselves and, oh, I'm good, so I'm straight. No, we got to go out and obey Christ. Go out and make disciples of all nations, no matter who they is. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, what race you are. None of that matter. Go out and spread it to everyone, bro. Go out and tell everyone so they can have a chance to be saved, bro. So they can go and know Christ. That's all I got to say for y'all, bro. I pray y'all do that, and let's have a blessed day.